The car market is only going to get worse, and social media is not being too accurate on what's actually going on. So we're going to do two things today. We're going to look at what social media is saying, and then we're going to look at the actual facts of where the market is and where it's going. Let's start with YouTube. If you open up YouTube, you're going to see countless videos of people walking around car dealerships talking about how the car lots are full, no one's buying the cars, and how the car dealerships are finally going to get it. That's not accurate. I mean, just look at some of these thumbnails and video titles here. 100,000 unsold. No one is buying cars. 90K WTF. They're not selling. Cars aren't selling. It's over. Unsold forever. Let it rot. 700 days. What happens to the new cars when there are no buyers? No one's buying. Cars will not sell. And this goes on and on and on. And they go from, look at this. There's a fire. This guy's spooked out. I mean, 4 days ago. 4 days ago. And this is 7 days ago, a year ago, 2 weeks ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago. And so let's open up one of these profiles and take a look. Right? I mean, look at this. This is bad. Major pain. It's over. This reminds me of the slop that exists on the finance side of YouTube, where it's the same thing. It's the mouth open for some reason. Major pain. And we're all going to die. It's all over. And let's look at another one. Let it rot. Let it rot. Can't sell. On the lot. I quit. It's over. The lot's empty, but then it's full. And I mean, if you look at the dates and the times of these uploads, I mean, they're sometimes the exact same day. This dude did 4 in the exact same day. And all of them are getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views. This is slop. This is not accurate. It is not the truth. And in fact, we're going to go look at the other side of social media where we can see the clear contradiction. Now we have hundreds of videos of people talking about how ridiculous their car payment is. This person says 2,000. We're not going to open these videos, but you get the point. This is 30 minutes of reaction. This is a 30-minute compilation here. You got 2,000, 1,300. You know, it's a problem. 1,500 a month, 1,200 a month. Oh, now we have a stupid buyer epidemic. I mean, this is exactly what I'm talking about. On one side, the car lots are full. No one's buying. You know, the dealerships are finally going to pay. But on the other side, you have people that are paying outrageous car payments on cars every single month, ranging from $1,500 to $2,000, whatever. So on one hand, they're not being sold, but on the other hand, everyone's buying them. That's a contradiction, and that's wrong. And so now we've got the social media stuff out the way. Let's look at the actual stats. So I opened up ChatGPT and I prompted it with compare car sales in the US from 2020 to now year by year. And the only reason I use ChatGPT is because it just pulls information faster. It all has sources to it. I'll link these in the description. So if you're looking at the new vehicle light sales, which accounts for cars, SUVs, pickups, and vans, here's what it looks like year by year. So if you look at the yearly breakdown of vehicles sold, we'll start with 2020. That year when that thing happened, vehicles sold in millions goes up to 14.6. In 21, it was 15, and there's a bit of a lull here in 2022, 13.8, and then 15, 16, 16, and now we're 15.8, essentially 16. So if you actually look at the change versus previous year, you're noticing that it's up 12% in 23, 24, it's up 3%, 2%, and minus 3%. So just like inflation, we are going through the roof when it comes to inflation. However, you might have a month or two or maybe a year where the data is slightly lower, where we're still super high, but not as high as we quite were by 1%. In reality, that's still an incredibly high car payment and incredibly high sales to begin with compared to year 2020. And remember, in 2020, the car prices were way cheaper than they are now. In 2025, 2026, there was a huge increase in car prices, and we're going to see that next. So I'll put this up here. You can skim over this if you want. So then I prompted it, compare prices of cars in 2020 to now year by year. So the average price of a new vehicle in the US has risen dramatically since 2020. And so the figures below are average transactions prices, what buyers actually paid, not MSRP. So if you look at 2020, the average new vehicle was $38,000. And notice, in 21, it went up. In 22, it went up. In 23, it went up. In 24, it went up. In 25, it went up. And so on and so forth. And these are big increases, guys. This is a 30% increase, almost 40% increase from the year 2020 of the average vehicle. But let's go back. The total amount of sales has been going up steadily over the last 5 or 6 years. And while also the change in price of the vehicles has gone up 40% as well. So you're getting more car sales and higher costs for these cars. That's not even accounting for the other costs of living increases like housing, gas, groceries, all that other stuff. So these people are already over leveraged on other aspects of their life, their house, grocery, gas, all that stuff. All of that stuff's more expensive, and they're still buying more cars and spending up to 40% more for them. And then there's a whole other topic we could talk about, the quality of these vehicles. The quality of these vehicles went down the toilet. Absolutely terrible. Brand new Toyotas, brand new name brand cars that are known to last a long, long time are breaking similar to lower quality brands. Much sooner, more recalls, more issues. It's crazy. So, I mean, you can skim through this if you want. And then another thing I want to touch on here is notice that during, the years that things were happening, we were told, well, the car prices are only high because of the supply. There's no cars on the lot, so you got to pay more. And then they had a bit of a phase where they were artificially producing less vehicles to keep that sort of facade up of, hey, we don't have enough cars to sell you. That's the only reason they're expensive. But now the car lots are full, yet people are still spending top dollar on them, 40% more than they used to. And the car dealerships are selling more vehicles than they ever have been. So if you want to see what's actually going on in the car automotive market, here it is. It's not getting any better, and interest rates are probably going to go up here due to this Iran war. And we're going to be in a situation where cars are even more expensive. People are even more over leveraged in other aspects of life, yet they're still spending massive amounts of money on new cars. And the car dealerships are doing great too. They're selling more than they ever have. So I brought this video up because I remember in 2022 when I bought myself a car, everyone was telling me, oh, the market's going to improve. Just wait. All these social media people. I was watching these exact videos. And that's not what happened at all. In fact, I lucked out. My interest rate is 3.49%. Good luck getting a 3.49% interest rate in today's car market. Good luck. It's not going to happen. So always fact check stuff. Always look for the contradictions. Always try to get accurate information wherever you can when making a financial decision. The car market is not going to get any better. If you got to buy something cheaper, buy something nicer that'll last longer. Be as informed as possible before you go out and make financial decisions. Go ahead and like the video, share it, subscribe, leave your comment below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thanks for watching.